Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Environmental risk assessment, also known as ERA, is a structured, science-based process to evaluate potential harmful effect of environmental hazard on human health and ecosystem. ERA involves hazard identification, exposure analysis, dose response evaluation, and risk characterization. ERA also support informed decision making and policy development. For environmental hazard, we choose palm oil meal effluent, also known as POM. POM is a high-strength organic rich wastewater produced during palm oil extraction. Untreated POM can pollute water source, harm aquatic life, and impact nearby communities. For objective, first, identify the environmental and health risk of untreated POM. Second, assess how POM affect human and ecosystem. Third, analyze its impact on soil, water, and aquatic life. Fourth, summarize overall environmental risk. And for the last one is recommend solution and sustainable management practice.
Definition of pomade. Pomade is the liquid waste generated during the processing of oil palm fruit. This waste is produced mainly during sterilization, clarification, and hydrocyclone processes. To produce palm oil, a significant amount of water is needed, like for every 1 ton of fresh fruit bunches, about 5 to 5.75 tons of water are used. This process generates a large volume of pomade. Pomade appears as a brownish slurry. It contains high levels of BOD, COD, organic nitrogen, and grease, which indicate its potential to pollute water bodies if not treated properly. Next, how it affects to quality and plants grow when pomade discharged into the soil. Soil pH is a crucial factor that determines how nutrients are available to plants. Most plants grow best when the soil pH is between 6.5 and 7.5. Actually, pomade is acidic in nature, so when it seeps into the soil, it increases soil acidity. This change in pH can negatively affect plant growth by limiting nutrient uptake. However, untreated pomade increases the soil's bulk density and the amounts of silt and clay, which changes the soil's texture. The presence of oils and waste in pomade causes the soil to hold too much water, leading to waterlogging. This clogs soil pores and reduces aeration. Ultimately, waterlogged and clogged soil pores cause plants to die because their roots cannot breathe properly. As a result, pomade can change the soil appearance, like color, smell, composition change, and plant cover begins to disappear. Next, discharge into rivers and how it affects the water bodies. When untreated pomade runs off into rivers and lakes, it contaminates these water bodies, causing problems like eutrophication, which is excessive nutrient and acidification. The high levels of organic matter and suspended solids in pomade make the river water murky and dark, reducing its clarity. Pomade also raises in the BOD and COD in the water. This means more oxygen is used up to break down pollutants, leading to lower dissolved oxygen levels. With less oxygen available, aquatic life such as fish struggle to breathe and may even die, disrupting the entire aquatic ecosystem. In severe cases, water treatment plants may have to shut down because of pollution, which is disrupting the supply of clean water.
Exposure assessment is an important part of environmental risk analysis. It looks at how polluted come in turn contact with humans or other living organisms. POME is a type of wastewater released from palm oil processing. It contains very high level of organic matter with COD value between 5,000 to 10,000 mg per liter and BOD level 25,000. It also includes solid ammonia, oil, phenols, and sometimes heavy metals such as iron, zinc, copper. Aquatic organisms are the first to be affected. It absorbs the pollutant through the gills or skin or by eating contaminated material. The studies on tilapia and zebrafish show that even low level of POME can damage organ and lower reproductive hormones. The human can also be exposed, especially workers handling untreated POME. Polluted can enter the body through skin contact, drinking polluted water, or eating crops grown with contaminated irrigation. In short, POME exposure is dangerous to both ecosystem and communities. Proper treatment and disposal are essential to reduce these risks.
Now let's look at the environmental effect and risks associated with palm oil effluent, POM. POM pollution significantly impact water bodies. Research by Mahathir et al. 2023 show that untreated POM contains high level of pollutants such as BOD, COD, and suspended solid, which cause oxygen depletion. This leads to a no-sick condition treating aquatic biodiversity. Additionally, toxic compounds such as phenolic acid worsen long-term water toxicity, making it difficult for ecosystem to recover. Mahat et al. 2033 found that untreated POM alter K soil properties such as pH level, moisture content, organic matter, and cation exchange capacity. This charge disrupt microbial habitat and reduce soil fertility. Additionally, Ahmad et al. 2031 reported that POM suppresses enzymatic activity, particularly dehydrogenase, catalase, and lipase enzymes with for microbial function and nutrient cycling. These risks associated with untreated POM are significant. Mahat et al. 2023 highlight that continuous discharge lead to chronic water pollution resulting in eutrophication, harmful algal blooms, and the collapse of aquatic ecosystem. In agriculture areas, prolonged soil exposure reduce fertility and disrupt natural nutrient cycling. Additionally, Ahmad et al. 2031 warned that untreated POM can seep into groundwater, increasing health risks in communities lacking property wastewater management.
Mitigation to this matter is improving treatment system. Upgrading anaerobic pond to more advanced biological system like aerobic polishing can help to bring down the pollution level like COD and BOD to meet national standard. These systems are especially important for mills that discharge into sensitive water bodies. Second, using advanced filtration and natural wetland. Adding membrane bioreactors, constructed wetland and sand filters as final step in their wastewater treatment can help to polish the water and make it clean enough for use or safe discharge. And lastly, monitoring with real-time data. By installing automated effluent monitoring system, help to track discharge data such as flow, pH and BOD, then send it directly to the OE, can help and ensure better compliance and help mills to catch problem early. Regulatory and policy framework apply for POME is number 1, Environmental Quality Act 1974, Industrial Effluent Regulation 2009. It defines clear limit for what's allowed to be in discharged water. Only a certain amount of concentration or parameter like COD, BOD and TSS can be discharged. This rule have pushed mills to improve, but more technical and financial support is needed for smaller operation. Next is Environmental Quality Prescribed Premise, Crude Palm Oil, 1977. It requires mills to install effluent treatment system and obtain license to operate. This help establish baseline practice for across the country, but many systems may be outdated and need upgrading. And lastly, MSPO, Malaysian Sustainable Palm Oil and the Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil, RSPO certification. For MSPO, it is mandatory since 2020 and revised its standard on 2022. MSPO include environmental criteria like proper effluent treatment and pollution control. But its impact is depend on strong enforcement and credible audits. For RSPO is a voluntary certification, but it's required by many global buyers. It includes a stricter environmental standard and encourage this zero discharge. Mills with this certification often go beyond compliance and improve market access and drive innovation.
In conclusion, palm oil mill effluent POM pose serious environmental risks impacting water, soil and human health due to its high BOD, COD and heavy metal content. Effective treatment such as advanced filtration and anaerobic digestion combined with state regulation can reduce pollution. Stronger enforcement, improved technologies and resource recovery are vital for sustainable waste management while supporting economic growth.